Hello, Coolers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest update. We start with Marcos Alonso, as it has been reported that Alonso will likely be a Barcelona player. This is according to journalist Gerard Romero. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about this report claiming that Barcelona could possibly reinforce up to 3 positions before the summer window closes. We are also going to be discussing about that. So guys, as we get right into it, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Give the video a like and please make sure to watch it right up to the very end. According to journalist Gerard Romero, Chelsea defender Marcos Alonso will join Barcelona before the summer transfer window closes in a few days' time. The 31-year-old has been on Barcelona's radar for months now and is believed to have even agreed personal terms with the club over a move. However, the transfer had taken a backseat in recent weeks as Barcelona had to deal with player registration issues. While the club have been in talks with Chelsea over a move, the Blues' insistence on including the Spaniard as part of their bid to sign Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, only slowed things down. However, as per Gerard Romero, things will be set in motion in the final days of the transfer window, which will see Alonso arrive at Camp Nou. This is despite manager Xavi Hernandez recently hinting that the club were happy with their options at left-back following Alejandro Balde's impressive start to the season. Earlier today, the representative of Alonso held a meeting with Barca director Matteo Alemany at the Ciutat Deportiva complex, which could hint at a move still being in the works. Alonso has also frozen out at Chelsea by Thomas Tuchel, with the Blues even signing ex-Barca prospect Marco Correa from Brighton and Wolverhampton to replace the Spaniard. It is been claimed that Marcos Alonso turned down a chance to sign for Atletico Madrid in hope of securing a transfer to Barcelona. And if Romero's claims are true, indeed, Marcos Alonso will likely get his desired transfer to Spotify Camp Nou in the coming days. Having signed from Fiorentina in the summer of 2016, Alonso has tasted plenty of success at Chelsea, winning the Premier League, the UEFA Champions League, and the Europa League. Even though he is vastly experienced, Alonso has built a reputation for being error-prone at times. So only time will tell, if he proves to be a good piece of business for Barcelona. But as things stand, he is expected to join Barca soon. Wow, this comes as a shock because multiple reports earlier this week have not really been optimistic about a move for Marcos Alonso. Many reports have been like, Barca want to cool down their interest. Javi Galán have been the most talked about in that left wing role. But our ever-reliable Gerard Romero coming up with this report is really, really huge. Really huge. What a transfer window it has been for us, signing top quality players. And the fullback department have been the most talked about these past few days because we have really strengthened every area of the pitch except for the fullback, right back and left back. So Alonso coming in as a new left back, which is great news. As Gerard Romero himself has confirmed that he's likely to be a Barca player. Right back, which is for me even more of a necessity than the left back. It will be so crucial for Barca to really get one, and even though things have been so complicated these past few days, but let's see, things might be happening in the background which we don't know about. So we just have barely 4 days to go, so a lot of activities behind the scene that must be revealed. So we'll be seeing how things look like in the coming days as things are heating up. Xavi really wants a new right back. Serginho Dest is not being counted upon as a top choice at that position. Xavi prefers to better use Araujo or Koundé or Sergio Roberto than using Serginho Dest. So it is but empirical for Barcelona to look for a reliable, a good right back. A left back is already been secured. Alejandro Balde himself have been doing so well, to be honest. Jordi Alba still sat on the bench yesterday like he did against Real Sociedad. And if Marcos Alonso come in, right, it's going to be very interesting to see how the competition is going to look like. Xavi have already said he wants each position to be occupied by not just 2 players, but 2 quality players. And that is exactly what we are seeing, right? We can see the squad depth is really good. It's really good. So having that depth in the right back as well as the left back is very important. So Alonso have been strongly linked with Barca for the longest time. We all know that. It was even more surprising when rumors started coming out saying that Barca want to cool down their interest for the Chelsea left back. But it seems as though the player will still be heading to the Camp Nou. Of course, Chelsea even went to the extent of trying to offer Marcos Alonso as part of the deal to sign Aubameyang, but of course, Barcelona refused. That they want those deals to be dealt with separately. So it's going to be interesting to see how this summer transfer window ends. Let's see if Barca will indeed get their new right back as well as a left back, which we can now summarize the whole season to be a hugely successful transfer season for us. One of the best transfers that you can ever see in as a Barcelona fan. Honestly speaking, it has been really, really brilliant. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, with less than a week left for the transfer window to end, Barcelona are actively working on bringing new reinforcements while also sanctioning a few sales that would aid them or help them in doing the former in the first place. So if the rumors are to be believed, there remain several key areas that need to be strengthened, and Barcelona's plans have mostly failed due to the delayed registration of their new signings. But now that it's taken care of, the Barcelona management would want to take advantage of whatever is left in the window to achieve. On that note, here let's look at three players or areas that Barca could end up strengthening, before the end of this summer transfer market. First, a right back is needed. You know, a right back is a friend indeed. Barcelona cruised past Valladolid yesterday in the recent La Liga outing. The game was full of positives, but the fact that was highlighted the most was Xavi's decision to use new signing Jules Koundé as a right back. The Frenchman did not, he did of course put a decent show, but it went on to emphasize Barca's urgency to sign a natural right back. For now, it's been understood that Sergio Dest simply has no place in that team, and Koundé wouldn't really prefer to play out wide out of his natural position for that long period of time. Hence comes the urgency to sign a right back. Up to today, players such as Joan Foyth, Thomas Meunier, and Wan-Bissaka have been linked, but Barcelona are said to be working on acquiring a rather cheaper alternative. In that regard, Hector Bellerin could come handy as he would arrive on a free transfer from Arsenal. The second is in adversity, Barcelona require a left back. Another key area that needs to strengthening is the left side of the defense. For that, Barcelona haven't made an extensive list, but those who have made it to their docket are proving to be so difficult to acquire. To begin with, Chelsea's Alonso looks set to arrive a few weeks back, but any move for the Spaniard has been frozen for the time being, as Chelsea and Barca are failing to reach an agreement. But hearing from what Gerard Romero has just said, that transfer looks very, very likely now. So Chelsea are said to be keen on adding Alonso as part of the deal, but Barca did refuse that, right? For Barcelona, however, they want to work on these two operations separately. This is why Celta Vigo's Javi Galán has emerged as a potential contender. The 27-year-old will cost Barca somewhere around 18 million, but the fact that, he would agree to work on lower wages has forced Barca to explore the opportunity. For now, Alonso and Galán remains the only players who are being considered for the left back spot. Then the next, or the third and the last requirement for Barca, a striker, is what the heart needs all the time. Not literally though. Aubameyang and Memphis's exit would pose a serious problem for Barca. To begin with, they would be left with Lewandowski as their only striker for at least the first half of the season. So if the duo is to depart, the team would want to acquire at least one poacher who could act as a cover. In simple terms, a player of Luke de Jong's profile will more or less do the trick for Barcelona. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.